Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I am so excited because I have in front of me here set number 76391, the Hogwarts Icons Collectors Edition set, which is so exciting to see here in person, early of course. Please keep in mind that LEGO sent me this iconic Harry Potter set early to review here on my channel. However, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. I'm so excited to dive in deep and explore this set in further detail. As a massive Harry Potter fan, this set is a treat. Quite literally with the chocolate frog, of course. I feel like that even for non-LEGO fans, this set is just so beautiful to have on display here. It is truly a work of art. Actually, another hobby that I have is collecting Harry Potter items. Not necessarily LEGO, but LEGO is definitely up there for me. So seeing like a brick-built wand and a very realistic chocolate frog and potion bottles and a Snitch, which looks okay, more on that later. I feel like the set is beautiful. The build itself was so exciting because there's so much color, there's so much different things you can do. It's not just building one thing like the Hogwarts Castle, set number 71043. That one was a pain, but seeing this here, it definitely alleviated the stress of finishing it up in one sitting because you can just break down the build and enjoy it as one should when building LEGO sets. So the way how the review is going to work is that I'm going to start off by taking a look at the smaller items included in the set, and then the overall structure of the set and how Hedwig and the books are built together, and lastly, the golden minifigures. So make sure to watch till the very end to take a look at some very stunning golden minifigures, which I was so surprised to see in this set here. Without further ado, let's hop right into the review and see what this amazing Harry Potter set has to offer. I'm so excited about it. There's so much things to look at. Let's get started. Now, to start off with this review, I figured I would start off with the thing that everyone is so excited about. Harry Potter's glasses. They are quite flimsy. I mean, they can come apart quite easily. I found that this side here comes off easier than the other side, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm not even going to use these. You can see that the edges have this little rubbery kind of piece there, which is kind of like a large horn. And there's the front. It broke again. Whatever. Enough of this. First of all, I figured I would bring attention to my favorite part of this entire set, the potion bottles, which look so cool in LEGO form. They definitely capture the essence of Hogwarts potions, and I think that they look fantastic. First off, we have the Polyjuice potion bottle here, signed off by none other than Miss Granger herself, of course. And as you can see there, we have a sticker that says Polyjuice Potion, HG, number 2984, and at the back there, we just have nothing. I thought we had something. And then we have a bunch of just little studs there, which take up quite a bit of pieces in terms of the piece count of this set. And you can see that we have this little cork type of stopper on top. The bottom is built on this little round plate. Next up, we have the Wormwood Infusions bottle here, which looks very awesome. It is actually the same exact build used for the Polyjuice potion bottle there. It's the same thing, but we just have a different sticker and a dark green shade of the studs there. And on the back there, it says number P349. The sticker definitely adds some more personality to this potion bottle. Moving on, we have the Gillyweed potion bottle here. You can see that we have these grass pieces representing the Gillyweed. Very nice. And a purple sticker saying Gillyweed. And lastly, we have Powdered Root of Asphodel, which looks fantastic here. It's the same build as the other bottles, of course, but I just really like the sticker here on this bottle. It's very nice. And on the back, we have 0028, and it's filled with these little dark reddish brown circular plates here, of course. The top has the same stopper as the others, and it's very nice. I like it. Last but not least, we have a very lucky potion here, Felix Felicis. This actually can glow in the dark. I guess I have to show you guys. I mean, it's tradition on this channel to share with you guys things that glow in the dark for the full experience, I suppose. So let's do it. We've officially entered the void here. We have Felix Felicis glowing in the dark there in this kind of green color, which is very nice to see. The sticker really isn't that apparent in the dark. It's actually floating. I'm not even holding it. That is so cool. Mischief managed. And that is the last you guys will see of the Felix Felicis potion before I drink it up, so. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the chocolate frog, which looks very delicious. I mean, obviously it's a chocolate frog. Don't eat this in real life. You can see that the eyes are very large there and they bulge out of the figure. It obviously looks just like a frog. The build of it is quite complex and very nice to see. The mouth is also very cool and it opens just perfectly. But it's nice. I love the build of it. I think it's cute. It's obviously in this dark reddish brown type of color. The legs kind of fall off quite easily. I mean, this is all just footage of me touching this, so everything you see is real. That's what happens, I guess. You can see that the front two legs are attached by this kind of axle mechanism, while the back is attached by this hinge, so the frog can just karate kick you right in the face. I mean, you're gonna eat it, so it's gonna have to do something. And yeah, there we go. It's really cool. Now, as a massive Lord Voldemort / Tom Riddle fan, I was so excited to see that this entire set was actually built on top of Tom Marvolo Riddle's diary, which is so exciting to see in Lego form. You can see that the pages of this diary are built in a very unique manner. I guess if you guys build the set, you'll experience it, but it's kind of weak and clumsy, but it works at the end because you secure it with like side pieces and stuff. You can see that the edges of Tom Riddle's diary are plated in this golden type of color, which adds more accuracy to Tom Riddle's diary. And of course we have like smooth black tilage, of course, and the opening of the book, which is very well built. And looking upwards, you can see that we have a blue book here, which I can't really show in full detail because it's covered with all the other items included in this set. But the idea is to have this book on top of the hole in Tom Riddle's diary. And on top here we have the red book, which adds some more color and contrast to the rest of the build, contrasting very nicely against the shade of navy blue there. And the book shows its thickness by these grilled type of tan pieces, which are also carried across the navy blue book as well. And the binding of the books are both very similar across the red book and the navy blue book, which is kind of covered there, but it's basically the same thing. And at the very top here, we have Miss Granger making a very loud cameo in the set. We have her little potions box there, featuring her initials at the very front there, HG, in this silver type of background. I wish I had the first two initials of my name, you know? I wish that was an option in this set, but yeah, I guess that's too much to ask for. Ideally, you're supposed to take these potion bottles and just fit them in here nice and snug. Now for the overall structure and design of Hermione Granger's little box here, we have some very fancy gate type pieces used there, adding some curves and arcs around her box, making the overall skeleton of it, which I think worked very, very nicely. And of course the entire mechanism holding Hedwig there together nice and tight. The crate kind of looks boring when it's empty, but ideally you're supposed to put in your potion bottles inside of there. It can actually fit all 4 of the potion bottles inside of here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have room for Felix Felicis, unless if you just stuff it in there somehow. Hermione won't approve of this. At least now we know the answer as to why she's so smart all the time. It's because she has this, and she's been using this all along. Exposed. I quite literally just stuffed the Felix Felicis in there so I can successfully frame Miss Granger. In general, I'm just a really big fan of how the brick-built books turned out, specifically the open concept of Tom Riddle's diary, and I just love those potion bottles. They look fantastic. They truly do. Next up, we have the build for the Hedwig character in this set. I think she's looking better than ever in Lego form, especially because Lego did such a fantastic job getting her features built through bricks. And honestly, it couldn't be done any better in my opinion. LEGO definitely redeemed themselves compared to the older version that we got in 2020. That one was kind of sad compared to this work of art here that we have in front of us today. Now, the overall Hedwig build was very satisfying to build. However, as you guys can clearly see, it was very redundant because of the feathers used in the build there. But you know, it is what it is. What's Hedwig without her feathers? A little white round potato. So we had to fix that and add the feathers and make her look very gorgeous in owl form through Lego bricks. So there we go. I hope that made sense. As you can see here, her head can rotate the full 360 degrees, which is something that I really appreciate and love doing. However, it's the only way that Hedwig can move in this set. Let's just have her looking at us right there. The feathers can move ever so slightly, but that's just because they're built on these little ball joints on the inside, but they aren't supposed to move all too much, which makes perfect sense. The wings themselves can't move. They're built sturdy and firmly there. And the same goes for this side here. You can only move the feathers ever so slightly if you actually tried and put effort into it, of course, but I'm not going to do that. It looks gorgeous as is. Regardless, again, it's not really meant to play with. Kids aren't supposed to be playing with this. I also really appreciate how we have little specks of gray and black throughout the feathers. It really adds some more depth to the character rather than having her completely white, which wouldn't make too much sense, realistically speaking. Look at those eyes. They look really awesome. She has a very beautiful gold rim around her black pupil. I mean, honestly, this Hedwig figure is far from creepy in my opinion, unless if you stare at it longer than 10 seconds. Then it gets kind of creepy because it's like this stare down battle that you just can't win. Now, taking a look at the back, as you guys can see, LEGO captured the backside of Hedwig so incredibly well. I am blown away and impressed by it. As you can see, the wings are ever present as they were, looking at her front on. And she also has this very nice owl-like tail that once again can move ever so slightly. Taking a look at it from this angle, you can see that the build for each feather is very similar to the top feathers, of course. And you can also notice how we have the ball joints that I was talking about before, just hanging out there, and also these hinge pieces that allow us to move these feathers back and forth, just adding some more back feathers, of course. And taking a look at Hedwig's back, you can see that we have some rather large slopes going on there. Some arced tiles, which do the trick very, very nicely. Some black tiles to add some more spice to this build, of course. It quite literally looks like pepper. And, of course, the tiles carry on there as well. In general, I am very impressed by this Hedwig build. It is so beautiful, and I am just blown away. But I guess if you guys want me to complain, there you go. My first complaint there, you can see some yellow peeking out. It's just too cool in general to like care about that little yellow piece just sticking out there. And lastly, for the Hedwig build, you can see that her legs are very well designed and are very accurate to actual owl legs. I mean, I haven't actually seen an owl in real life other than in Harry Potter and stuff like that, but it looks very nice there. You can see like the fur is ruffled there. Some very nice textures, of course, made with these slopes, and surprisingly, these shield pieces, which worked quite well, overlapping each other. And at the back here, I guess it's kind of covered, you just have the same thing going on. You just have these slopes here just to support the whole back feather portion. And at the front there, you of course have a grand total of 6 claws, as any owl should have, and her claws actually hang on to this Hogwarts letter, which is the next thing we'll be taking a look at. And as you can see here, the letter is very well written. I'm so happy that it's printed. That makes me very, very pleased with LEGO's decision there, because if it were stickered, I wouldn't be too happy. It kind of looks like it's been stamped, but in a good way. So here we have a side angle of the letter. It is built in this kind of curvy style just to show off that letters aren't necessarily fully straight, especially on top of books and stuff like that. And it works quite well. At the back there, we just have some hinges that keep it together, but that's basically it for that. And reading the Hogwarts letter, it says, "Dear ... comma, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Yay! Students shall be required to report to the Chamber of Reception upon arrival, the dates for which shall be duly advised. Please ensure that the utmost attention be made to the list of requirements attached herewith. We very much look forward to receiving you as part of the new generation of Hogwarts heritage. Yours sincerely, Professor McGonagall." Signed by her there. Very nice. And at the bottom it says Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Headmaster, Lord Voldemort. DWiz XJ Source S of Magic Q. And the printing, the font here is printed in this kind of green color, which is very nice to see. And of course, the Hogwarts stamp is sitting there, nice and spicy in this very sharp black ink, which is fantastic to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the letter. Just so you guys can get the full scope of the letter, here is the letter in this kind of lower perspective. There is the side. Again, it's connected by these joints, and it does work quite well. The letter is in this tan color, I forgot to mention. Now, next up, we're going to be taking a look at the golden snitch. Now, the build of this snitch isn't terrible, actually. It's actually quite nice, featuring a nice golden color, of course, because it's a golden snitch. Surprise. And we have different shades of gold, of course, and some tan peeking out from underneath. These pieces are golden colored type hot air balloon pieces, which I think work very, very nicely, especially in that pearl gold shade. And the Snitch is covered in this chrome gold type of color there, which works quite nicely. And taking a look at the back there, the Snitch is connected using this Technic type of axle piece, connected to this little hinge there. And it can rotate back and forth, just zooming through the air there. At very fast speeds, you guys can't even tell how fast it's going. It's not bad, it's not super detailed, but you know what? It works in the case of this set because we have so many other things just making up for it. And I guess it is important to note that we have, once again, those little axle pin type of pieces just poking out there. The blue with the gray and other type of colors. Not very consistent. Not very cool to see. If you get triggered by it like myself, just display it the other way, like that. Or like that, or whatever. And yeah. And taking a look at the bottom here, we have this very nice customizable scarf build that you can customize depending on your Hogwarts house. Now, if you're new to my channel and you didn't know, I am a very proud member of the Slytherin house, which is why I've decided to represent my house using the green and gray colors. The set comes with a bunch of pieces depending on each Hogwarts house, so you can always just be creative and make this set yours. And it's really deceiving because it adds more depth to the set, even though this portion is literally the only part of the scarf that you see. And also, as you can see there in the bottom, we have this wand that is connected by this little joint piece that goes into there. This wand belongs to Mr. Potter. I mean, it's nice to have a little copy of his wand. I kind of want to customize this depending on my Pottermore wand because that'll be very exciting to do. But I'll definitely look into that. This is a really cool wand. It's nice to see it built in Lego form with so much depth, featuring the handle of this wand here with this dark brown. And the build continues upwards using a mixture of tiles and plates featured in this reddish brown color, which I think works very, very nicely. It is quite beautiful to see here. I know this wand is supposed to belong to Harry Potter, but it's mine now, haha. So let's just clip this back in there. I personally love this set so much. Okay, look at that. That's a problem that I've encountered in this set. It has this really bad habit of just coming off, like popping off. But there you go, you can just fix it. I mean, it's cool. It's nice. It's nice to see the representation of the Harry Potter wand, of course. Considering that the actual version of a Harry Potter Lego wand is this tiny, seeing it this big, brick built out of Lego bricks is so, so cool and is a treat, in my opinion. Even though it's not my wand or Bellatrix Lestrange's wand, it's still a wand, and I can just say that I stole Harry's wand. Yes! Last but not least, as promised, we're gonna be taking... Oh, there goes Dumbledore. There we go. Last but not least, we're going to be taking a look at the all-exclusive golden minifigures featured in this set. Now we have a grand total of 3 golden minifigures in this very set here, featuring Professor McGonagall, Professor Dumbledore, and Rubius Hagrid. Now first up, taking a look at Professor McGonagall, she is looking really awesome in this gold type of shade with rose gold highlights for her dress underneath her main robes there. And the back says 20 years LEGO Harry Potter anniversary. It's the same McGonagall from the Moment set, however it's plated in gold, which is really awesome to see, especially that hat there. Really, really cool. Next up, we're going to take a look at Rubius Hagrid. Hagrid looking really, really awesome here. I mean, he doesn't even look all too haggard in golden form, at least. We, of course, have some rose gold highlights there with a lighter shade of yellow featuring the actual pearl gold around that all there, which is really awesome to see. The back says 20 years LEGO Harry Potter, of course, featuring a very nice golden umbrella, some pockets, and hair. Here is his face, which is the same head printing that we got in the other Hagrid minifigures. And that brings us to the very last golden figure in this set, Albus Dumbledore, with this wizard card type of build behind him. It does look very fancy, and in case you forgot, his name is Albus Dumbledore. It is actually printed on this arc piece, which was a surprise because it's printed, and at the very front we have this 20th anniversary type of plate there that says LEGO Harry Potter with gold, black, and of course the LEGO logo. I have a feeling people will end up just getting this for the golden minifigures because I have a strong feeling that these minifigures will be very expensive in the near future, and especially once this set retires. I mean, they're gonna be quite literally valued like gold. And taking a look at Dumbledore, he is featuring his outfit from the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. It is a very classy type of outfit for Dumbledore there, with the hat hair combo featuring the stars at the very top there in the pearl gold color. And here is his face there, typical Dumbledore stuff with his rope printing once again with the rose gold and the yellow there. And at the back, 20 years LEGO Harry Potter. Very nice. It's cool, but I'm still not satisfied because I don't think I see a golden Bellatrix in this set or in any set. Yet, for the matter. I feel like that this stand featuring the 3 golden minifigures in this set does look quite stunning. Taking a look at the back, you can see that Dumbledore is built in this type of tube kind of build there, which continues to the front there with this arc. Looking really nice there, of course. I think it's cool, and I like it. Except I don't see Bellatrix, so it could definitely be a lot better. One thing that did take me by surprise is that the set came with pieces to build 2 more stands here, and I believe these are for the other Harry Potter golden minifigures that we've gotten in 2021, and unfortunately I am missing Professor Quirrell and Severus Snape, and as you can see here on one of these plates, because I have the golden trio, I decided to put Harry, Ron, and Hermione on top of here in their pearl gold type of color, all featuring 20 years LEGO Harry Potter. And Harry and Hermione came in the 2021 castle sets, while Ronald came in the Hogsmeade Village visit set. And of course, we have Lord Voldemort, who is looking really, really awesome there. And he came in the Chamber of Secrets, the best 2021 set in my opinion. I guess other than this set, because this set is so cool. But there we go, we have Lord Voldemort. I feel bad because he is lonely. We need Bellatrix right there, and maybe Lucius or Narcissa, but unfortunately, he's gonna have to have some wonky companions featuring Severus Snape and Professor Quirrell. When I get them, I'll make a video on all of the golden minifigures in the very near future. And I guess that pretty much brings a wrap to this review. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up this review here for one of my favorite Harry Potter sets. I'm very curious to know how you guys feel about this set here. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.